Hey guys, it's me, Zaire, and I'm here to talk about toxic relationships because it's a lot of things that people ignore in their relationships that I ignored as well, and I learned from, my mistakes. And I just feel like some people's eyes aren't just open fully. So I just want to give y'all my definition of toxic. And my definition is, toxic is whenever you allow someone to keep on making the same mistakes over and over and over again. You're giving them, the opportunity to run over you because, oh, they got away with it the first time, they can get away with it the second time, the third time, the fourth time, and that's not right. And I'm saying that because I've experienced that on many, many occasions, and I learned I'm getting ran over, and that's not cool. That's not fair. So my definition of toxic: you go back and forth with this person every day, not once or twice a week, every single day. Y'all keep on bumping heads, but y'all holding on to each other because y'all promise each other forever. And to me, forever, don't use that word with me. That does not exist. Life itself ends. Nothing is forever. Everything is temporary. You just do the best you can while you got it. They promise you forever. They promise you they'll change. They'll do good for like a week or so. And then it's right back to the same old, and that's not fair. That is not right. And it's just you leading the person on. You shouldn't be leading on somebody that you're already in a relationship with. You shouldn't lead anyone on, period. But, some people allow their partner to have control over them. And me, the type of relationship that I would love to be in is I'm able to make my moves, he's able to make his moves, but at the end of the day, we know where home is. It ain't no funny business. It's not me all in his space. It's not him all up in mine. If you're questioning, your partner's every move, that's too much for me. And insecurity runs in many different ways. One, always wanted to know what your partner is doing, and they tell you and you don't believe them. That's like an insecurity of mine. Two, if you don't believe a word that they're saying, there's no trust. You can't build off that. Three, if you're assuming that your partner is talking to multiple people just because of their looks or the personality, they're friendly or whatever, that's a big old insecurity as well. Four, if you ask your partners about your past relationships and it's basically you trying to compare yourself to one of their exes, that's not cool. Why would you want to have an open conversation about an ex with someone that you're trying to build with? That's stuff that we need to learn, especially as women, to let go. Don't ask about no ex ever. That's like the dumbest thing you could do, because now it's like you're comparing yourself to them. You're trying to see, are you better or worse? No, be yourself. And if they can't, take you as who you are, then boom, you shouldn't be with that person, period. That's really it. Stop asking about exes. Stop asking who they have relationships with, all the other stuff. That stuff is not important. You need to build on what you need to focus on what y'all trying to build instead of what them and this other person build, and try to make it a better experience for them. You want to, do everything in your power to make sure that your partner is satisfied and that they're loving you and they're wanting to stay with you for a while. But, you shouldn't go out your way to have someone in your life, keep someone in your life. You're doing too much. You're working yourself too hard. And that's where a lot of girls, we fail to realize that we don't have to do all that to satisfy a man. If you're an actual man, an ex wouldn't even freaking matter. He is focused on you, and ex would even cross his mind. Yeah, people have, relationships where, they have history. They've been together for a while. Shoot, they have kids. They've been married before and got divorced, all that other stuff. And if you're not, able to not bring up that person, you haven't fully moved on, and you shouldn't try to build with anyone else, because that's going to make them feel like, oh, snap, they're not really worried about me. Oh, snap, they're still thinking about their ex. And that's going to make someone feel really, 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 really bad. And that's something that I had to work on myself. And that's just opening my mouth to a guy I talk to. They don't have to know everything about your past, especially with something close and personal, because whenever you're first starting to get to know somebody, you shouldn't run and do that. You shouldn't be like, oh, well, yeah, I did this and that. I talked to so and so and so and so, because watch, whenever they get real upset with you, they're going to throw your past in your face. They are. They throw you down in the dirt. They get real under you, all up in your crevices, because you open up to them. You made yourself vulnerable. We need to learn to stop being so vulnerable, Lord have mercy, because, people will use that as an advantage. They will take that as an advantage. They will literally just like keep reminding you of your worst days whenever you do something to so-called cross them. People don't play fair. People don't really care about your feelings for real. That's why you got to hold yourself close. Don't depend on anybody else to do that for you, because 10 times out of 10, they not. They are not. And they're just how I feel about it. I could be wrong. But, always have your guard up. Don't let anything just slide right past you. Ever. Because, at that point, once someone gets away with something one time, that's it. That is it. They're like, oh, shoot, I got away with this. They're going to keep on. And you're going to find yourself stuck in a loop. Also, with people not wanting to, just let go of a relationship because of all the plans y'all have made with each other, all the memories you've made, all the promises, all of that. If it's not healthy for you and it's not, sitting right on your conscience, then you got to dip. You got to bounce, because then that is toxic and that energy is going to stain on you like, I don't even know, like it sticks to you like cigarette smoke. Like it won't come off you. And I had to learn that. It was me, not wanting to hurt someone's feelings, or not wanting to break any promises, or not wanting to let my own hopes up. But at the same time, sometimes you got to do stuff like that. Sometimes you got to let stuff go just for better to come. And that's literally life. Like, you only have one life. Don't mess up trying to, make sure someone else's life is good because you're doing good for their life. You're satisfying them. You're doing literally everything for them, but you're not doing anything for yourself. Like, because that's not fair to you. And you're not living for yourself anymore. You're literally living for this other person who's probably never going to make the same moves for you. Can't do that. You can't take care of everybody. You're all you got. You got to take care of yourself first, regardless of how anyone else feels about it. Stop feeling like you have to put your stuff to the side just so someone won't feel a certain type of way towards you. If they feel a certain type of way because you did something that you think would satisfy you, then they don't care about you. They don't. Oh, dang, you don't want to do this for me no more? Oh, you must not love me no more. You must not care about me no more. No, that's not the case. You've done all you could and you're tired now. You worked out. Hell, you clocked out. Off the clock. You can't do it no more. You just can't. Oh, this was seasonal. My seasonal time up. Period. Like, just think of it that way, because, like, you are never going to get out of any situation in life if you don't think about what's best for you and actually do it. Don't stall. Don't, what's it called? What's the word? I can't even think of it right now. I'm not good with big words. But don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. Because it'll get to you. I am personally proud of myself because I'm taking initiative in things that I want to do. Especially because I want to grow as a person. I want to grow as a woman. So I'm like, okay, I have my mind made up on something. I'm going to go and do it. Even if I fail or I succeed, I took a shot at it. I did what I felt would be best for me. Things will work out in its own way. You can't get disappointed if things don't go your way either. But, I can go on and on and on and on and on about this, but I need actual, questions that, personal questions to answer. Like, this, anyone trying to see, okay, well, how do I let so-and-so go without, being harsh or whatever? My suggestion to that for real, is, you know, first be mature about it. Be respectful. Don't go all crazy. Don't tell them how much you hate them, all this other stuff. Don't tell them, oh, you hurt me because you did this, and that. Because, you know, letting someone know what hurt you, you know, it's basically telling them for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell them that they did this to hurt you, and then we're like, okay, why did that hurt you? How did that hurt you? They're not gonna really understand your side of the story. So you be like, you know what? Like, please don't use, it's not you, it's me. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing that. I use it myself. I'm tired of using it. I recommend don't ever use that, ever. You know, just be like, you know, I don't know, like, you know, I'm doing what's best for me. I'm sorry if it hurts you at the end, but, you know, I'm putting myself first. You know, and also if you know, cutting ties with anyone, like, try to make amends as well. Like, I hate, you know, falling off bad with people. Like, I don't like doing that. Like, if I was to ever cut someone out my life or whatever, like, it's not like I'm just act like they're dead to me, because I wouldn't want anybody to treat me that way. But, like, you know, just say, you know, it's up to you. If you want to, you know, be able to move past this, you know, as mature adults, you know, and just casually hear from each other now and then, that's fine with me. Like, people, what they fail to do is, like, whenever they break up with someone or get out of a friendship with someone, they forget to forgive. And that's not okay, because you're never going to be over that situation because you still haven't forgiven them for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put in your mind, like, yeah, you know, I forgive them. You know, even if it ain't sitting in your spirit right then and there, it's going to. Because, like, I've just been raised off of, you know, forgive and forget. Life goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that just have a hold of you, because you're letting that situation get to you, and it's going to follow you for the rest of your life if you don't just let it go. You know, like, there's no time for animosity. Life is already too short. It'll suck if, you know, like, I just think about, like, you know, future tense, like, okay, you and this person fell off or whatever, then something tragic happened to them. You're like, dang, the last words I said to so-and-so was, you know, something real ugly. That's going to sit in your conscience most definitely. Most definitely. You don't want that on you. You don't. At all. So, yeah, so really, please, you know, just like, you know, jot some questions down for me, because I'm pretty sure, and I'm not always right, but I know for a fact that I have an answer for everything. Besides, like, when it comes to, you know, why you tripping, I ain't got an answer for that, because I don't know why I be tripping. I just be tripping. Anyways, that's the point. But, like, I just want y'all to, like, you know, just try to, like, help you out if I can, because me, I've been through it all. 19, I've been through it all. I feel like I'm, like, 50 years old. So, like, I feel like I have a lot of answers to a lot of stuff. Probably not a solution that'll help you, but, you know, I can just tell y'all what helped me, and maybe you can see if it helped for you. But, I rub my hands a lot. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Please, you know, just, like, jot down some questions, or, you know, run me your situation and we can talk about it, you know, and I'll have answers in the next video. Until then,